Actually, for the first time, Canada have indirectly agreed that Khalistani terrorist groups are operating in Canada. In fact, there's a report that was released in Canada, Assessment of Money Laundering and Terror Financing in Canada. Assessment of Money Laundering and Terror Financing in Canada. There's a report released by Canadian Government Department of Finance. Report released by Canadian Government Department of Finance. See, in this report it is said that from the Canadian soil, there are certain Khalistani terrorist groups which are getting funds not only from Canada but also from various countries. Khalistani groups are getting funds not only from Canada but also from various countries. Crowdfunding also, and also by means of cryptocurrency. Khalistani presence in Canada for the first time was actually spoken by Canadian government. The former Prime Minister of Canada till last year, the Prime Minister of Canada Justin Trudeau, till last year have made many allegations on India that India is involved in Nizar's assassination case. Without any evidence, then Prime Minister of Canada, Mr. Justin Trudeau, have announced that many times he alleged that India was involved in the Nizar's case. In fact, the Khalistan movement and the support for Khalistan, it have become transnational. In Canada, UK, Australia, USA, etc. And many countries are alleging that India is involving in transnational repression. What is transnational repression? If India feels that, or if any country feels that, if its national security or national interest is endangered. If any country feels that, if its national security or interest is endangered, then in order to protect its national security, operating in the foreign land and neutralizing the anti-social elements in the foreign land or neutralizing certain people in foreign land is called transnational repression. That's called transnational repression. So, we should understand the background of this entire Khalistan issue. I'll tell in 2 words, 2 sentences in shortcut. See, there's a movement in Punjab long back called Khalistan movement. They want separate nation. They don't want to become part of India. This is called Khalistan movement. They want separate nation for Sikhs, separate country for the Sikhs. In the year 1984, the then Indira Gandhi government launched Operation Blue Star. In the year 1984, the then Indira Gandhi government launched Operation Blue Star, and in that operation, in the city of Amritsar, there is a temple called Golden Temple. Inside that Golden Temple, Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale, a Sikh terrorist, and his followers, they are hiding, and Government of India launched Operation Blue Star, and these terrorists were neutralized. In the aftermath, you all know that immediately Indira Gandhi's assassination. Indira Gandhi's assassination by her own bodyguards, Satwant Singh, Beyant Singh. And after that, from the last 40 years, though there was, in certain period it was silent, again, the Khalistani groups are making their sounds in foreign lands, particularly Australia, UK, America, mainly in Canada. And till recently, Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, was in coalition with a Sikh minority party in Canada. He was in coalition with a Sikh minority party in Canada. That party leader was Jagmeet Singh. So, in order to appease these Sikh minorities in Canada by playing vote bank politics, Canadian Prime Minister started accusing India and supporting Khalistani activities. Now, for the first time, Canadian government agreed that there is a funding to terrorist groups. There were funding to certain terrorist groups, particularly certain Khalistani groups like Babbar Khalsa, International Sikh Youth Federation, Sikhs for Justice, etc. Babbar Khalsa, International Sikh Youth Federation, Sikhs for Justice, etc. So, majorly these organizations are getting lot of funding. Majorly these organizations are getting lot of funding. For the first time, Canadian government admitted that these groups have been operating. For the first time, Canadian government agreed that these groups have been operating from Canadian soil and receiving financial support. And the Khalistani groups are suspected of raising funds in number of countries including Canada. The Khalistani groups are suspected of raising funds in number of countries including Canada. And most importantly, you should understand, many of the Sikhs went and settled down in Canada long back, and they are in good positions in Canada, and some of them are in America, some of them are in Australia, and some of them are in UK and other countries. Some of the sympathizers are sending funds to Khalistani groups. That was a report given by Canadian government recently. For the first time, they have agreed that these Khalistani groups are getting funding and also crowdfunding. This is the entire story. I expect that you should read that story based on my current affairs update. See, you all know we have a country called North Korea. It was ruled by Kim Jong-un. He was almost like a dictator. And though it is called as DPRK, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, it is not democratic, neither democratic nor People's Republic. It's fact, I can tell you. It's almost dictatorship. They follow very rigid communist model. Recently, we have seen Kim Jong-un in China's Victory Day parade. So, China have conducted a military parade on the occasion of Japanese surrender on September 3rd, 80 years of Japanese surrender after the World War II. So, there is a very interesting news that is coming up. Generally, North Korea follows Confucianism or Confucian philosophy. North Korea follows Confucianism or Confucian philosophy. In that philosophy, they believe in patriarchy and male domination. For example, husband is more important than wife. Male is superior than female, like that. Even leaders should be males. Till now, there is no single female leader in North Korea. No leader in North Korea. So, Kim's grandfather was Kim Il-sung and his father Kim Jong-il, and now Kim Jong-un. It is completely male succession. Now, Kim Jong-un is appearing with his daughter on many public functions. Kim Joo-a. Her name is Kim Joo-a. So, it is presumption. We don't know her name properly. We don't know her age properly. So, media reports are banned. They should not give anything out in the media in North Korea. In fact, K-pop is banned in North Korea. Movies are banned. TV series is banned. If anyone watches movies or TV series in North Korea, they will be hanged or they will be publicly executed. Sometimes they will get harsh punishments. In fact, even in North Korea, your hairstyle is regulated by the government. Only you have to have a hairstyle which is officially permitted. And even holidays are declared by the government, you have to observe the holidays. There are elections, but you have to go to polling booth and only vote for the Kim's party. You have to elect, but you have to go to the booth and vote only for the Kim's party, Workers' Party of North Korea. You need to vote only for them. So, no democracy, complete communism. And Kim Joo-a, according to South Korean intelligence agencies, so Kim Joo-a have attended China's military parade recently. Frequently, she is making public appearances. For example, in the recent ICBM launch event by North Korea, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile launch event by North Korea, and also in the recent past, a parade marking the founding anniversary of Korean People's Army. founding anniversary of Korean People's Army. And while Kim Jong-un, while he was visiting important military sites, industrial sites, he is taking his daughter alongside. He is always taking his daughter alongside. So recently she is also seen in Russian embassy's event, one event in Russian embassy. So now they are projecting her as front runner. They are projecting her as Kim Joo-ae. Kim Joo-ae. They are projecting her as front runner. And generally one word is used, one sentence is used in North Korea only to honor the senior leaders. One particular sentence is used only to honor the senior leaders. That is great person of guidance. And she was titled like that, great person of guidance. And she is also called as great daughter or respected daughter. Great person of guidance, great daughter, respected daughter. Great person of guidance, great daughter, respected daughter. And you all know that in North Korea, there is a lot of personality cult. You have to follow the personality. That's very important. Otherwise, if you don't mourn on Kim Jong-un's grandfather's death anniversary, they will punish you. You have to sit and cry. Otherwise, they will punish you. So, North Korea follows a rigid communist model. And now they also follows an ideology called Juche ideology. Juche, Juche. That means self-reliance. Juche ideology. Juche. Juche. Self-reliance, political independence, self-reliance, political independence, economic self-sufficiency, self-reliance, political independence, economic self-sufficiency, military self-defense, military self-defense. So this is called Juche ideology. Now I wish all of you to study the political system in North Korea. To study about political system in North Korea. So I told you few important details about North Korean system, but you should study more and more. If you write any news article like this scheme, you will be hanged. If you watch social media, you will be hanged. Okay. And people are suffering with poverty and leaders are valuing in luxury there. People are suffering with poverty and leaders are valuing in luxury. So you should understand the conditions in North Korea. And North Korea, Russia and China are very close. Even if you see recent military parade of China, Victory Day military parade of China, on the occasion of 80th anniversary of Japan's surrender, you can see Kim Jong-un, Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping are coming very, very close. Okay, you can see that picture also. Okay, so why these countries are very close? What is happening among and between these countries? And ideologically, China is also communist, but economically, if you can observe, China almost now into capitalist mode. Politically, China is communist, but North Korea still follows rigid communist structures. North Korea still follows rigid communist structures. So all these things you need to understand and comprehend. All these things you are expected to understand and comprehend. Okay. Next important, very, very important news that is coming up from Donald Trump said that in the recent social media post, American President Donald Trump said that India and US have a special relationship. India and US have a special relationship and there is nothing to worry about. India and US have a special relationship and there is nothing to worry about, and the two countries have just movements on occasion, that's all. The two countries have just movements on occasion, that's all. See, he directly told, I am feeling very bad that India is purchasing oil from Russia. So I already told India to stop it, but India is not listening. So I have imposed tariffs. This is only one occasion, but still I consider Modi as a great PM and my great friend. He told that. And Modi ji also responded. PM Modi responded to US President Trump's recent remarks describing him as great Prime Minister and a friend. Great Prime Minister and a friend amid tensions over tariff war. Prime Minister Modi said he deeply appreciates. Prime Minister Modi said he deeply appreciates and fully reciprocates Trump's sentiments. The remarks by the two leaders, that is Donald Trump and Modi come at a time when the relationship between India and America is strained following the America's imposition of 50% of tariffs on India. Coming to Donald Trump's statement, I will always be a friend with Modi. He is a great Prime Minister. He is great. But I just don't like what he is doing at this particular moment. I just don't like what he is doing at this particular moment. But India and US have always a special relationship. There is nothing to worry about. We just have moments of occasion. So this is Donald Trump's statement. Actually, Donald Trump is replying in social media. This reply he has given for the question whether America is losing Russia and India to China. Whether America is losing Russia and India to China. Donald Trump said, I always respect Prime Minister Modi and we have a very special relationship. But I dislike a particular issue, that is India buying oil from Russia. So always India and America have a special relationship. This is a response given by Donald Trump. Coming back, the most important current affairs is Punjab farmers suffer worst floods in 3 decades. Himalayan rivers, almost all the rivers are flooding. Flooding in northern India and Pakistan has destroyed homes. Flooding in northern India and Pakistan has destroyed homes and hundreds of thousands of acres of crops. Hundreds and thousands of acres of crops. For days, for many days, farmers in the Indian state of Punjab have seen downpour, so much of rain, heavy rains, monsoon rains fall and the rivers rise, monsoon rains fall and the rivers rise. Unfortunately, their crops during this season got completely damaged. Particularly cotton and sugar cane were completely destroyed as they become fully submerged. In more than 5 feet muddy water. So they lost their crops. Some of them lost their homes. No electricity, they are suffering. No electricity and they are completely suffering. And the next important news is Mauritius Prime Minister. See, Singapore Prime Minister Lawrence Wong recently have come to India and now again Mauritius Prime Minister to visit India from September 9 to September 16th. Mauritius Prime Minister Naveen Ramgoolam will embark on the state visit to India from September 9 to September 16th. This will be the first overseas bilateral visit. This will be the first overseas bilateral visit of Prime Minister Ramgoolam to India in his present term. Prime Minister Ramgoolam has earlier visited India 10 years back in May 2014. At that time, he visited India almost 11 years back, May 2014. And during his visit to India, Prime Minister Ramgoolam will call on President Draupadi Murmu and hold discussions with our Prime Minister Narendra Modi to further enhance strategic partnership. So, India-Mauritius relationship now will have a new phase. Even India is promoting a concept called Mahasagar. What is Mahasagar? Mutual and holistic advancement. Mutual and holistic advancement for security and growth across region. Mutual and holistic advancement for security and growth across region. That's called Mahasagar. Kindly follow India-Mauritius relationship. Coming back, actually this September, Prime Minister Modi is anticipated to visit to UN General Assembly meetings. He is going to visit to America. But the news is coming up. Prime Minister Modi to skip America's visit to general debate at high level UNGA 80th session. Instead, our External Affairs Minister Mr. Jaishankar to represent India in UN Summit, UN General Assembly Summit. Actually, Modi ji is anticipated to visit to USA. Now he is going to skip it. That's the news. Else are awaited Let's wait and see. And the next important news is from Hindu paper. Thailand Parliament picks Anutin as Prime Minister. Petongtong Shinawatra was ousted by the Supreme Court, Thailand Supreme Court, as she has conversations with Cambodian leaders. The former Prime Minister of Thailand, Petongtong Shinawatra, and the new Prime Minister was Anutin. So this is very important, which we need to understand. Thailand is getting the new Prime Minister. So right-wing Thai tycoon, right-wing leader Anutin, A-N-U-T-I-N, Anutin Charnvirakul. Anutin Charnvirakul was confirmed by the parliament as the nation's next Prime Minister, ousting the dominant populist Shinawatra dynasty. Petongtong Shinawatra's father is also the Prime Minister. Now, he is not from Shinawatra dynasty, Shinawatra family. Okay. Their Pheu Thai party, the Shinawatra's party is Pheu Thai, P-H-U-T-H-A. Their Pheu Thai party has monopolized the top office since 2023 elections. Their Pheu Thai party has monopolized the top office since 2023 elections. So Petongtong Shinawatra is out. A new Thai Prime Minister was Anutin Charnvirakul. This is very important. Coming to, so everybody is asking, requesting peace in Gaza, but Israel is not relenting. Many are requesting peace in Gaza, but Israel is not relenting. So these are the important news.